to another YouTube video, guys. In this video, we're just going to go over, as you know from the title, how to utilize time elements into your trading. What are the key times to form highs and lows, and what are the intraday profiles? So in this video, we're going to go over Friday the 1st price action. And yeah, so let's get into it. So in my journal, I like to do this before I entry any journals, and it's just what are you expecting in coming into this trading day. Okay, so I have my image here. This is before the New York AM session open, and we can see here we have this large dealing range. Okay, so I'm expecting for price to rebalance after sweeping previous week low, and in this 4-hour gap, I'm looking for it to retrace into 50%, sorry, or into an IRL inside of premium. Okay, so you can see in my explanation was, it's coming into the day, I'm looking for price to rebalance into equilibrium of this range. Why? Because we swept previous week low, which is our timed ERL liquidity, and we're looking to reach a premium imbalance. Okay, premium imbalance. Now, plus is Friday, and our weekly profile is a classic sell week. Well, we have Tuesday putting in the high and Thursday putting in the low. So Friday will do two things: either consolidate, because it's just a Friday, we've done the move for the week, or retrace into the range. Okay, so that was my kind of draw on liquidity today, coming into the day. So here we have after. So this is what happened after the moves that already happened, and this is with hindsight. So okay, so my explanation / prediction was on point. One thing to consider, however, is that it's a Friday, and Wednesday and Thursday expanded lower. So why would Friday rebalance to 50% of the larger dealing range when we could use this smaller dealing range? Okay, so should have looked for the most current smaller dealing range and would have caught a nice move there. So instead of using this larger dealing range, as you can see, why is this large dealing range? Is it likely that Friday will expand all the way into premium of this dealing range on just Friday once we've already made the move for the week? Probably not. So we mark out this high here to this low, and we can see price retrace into this premium imbalance up here. Then yeah, that's a move that could have happened. Okay, so I'll show you the trade entry. So I have this here when I didn't take a trade. So this is a no trade, but I like to journal the day. So I didn't take any trades today, but I still journaled potential entries and stuff like that. So you can see I just have my daily picture here, 4-hour and all that stuff. I'll show you the 4-hour though. So you can see this is obviously Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tuesday / Wednesday put in the high up here. I'm giving it to Tuesday though because of it's just that Tuesday move that made it. So you can see right at the start there, we create the high of week, and Thursday puts in a low. We reach into this 4-hour gap, sweep previous week low, and I'm looking for Friday to rebalance into, I'm pretty sure on the smaller time frames, you can see this is swing high, swing low. So I'm looking for price to rebalance into equilibrium of this dealing range. So we'll look on the 1 hour. You can see this is that swing high, and this is the swing low. I'm looking for price to rebalance into 50% of this level. Okay, you can see we did do that. So we swept previous week low in this 4-hour gap, and we're rebalancing into this imbalance. Here is another 1 hour, but it's just more zoomed out, so you can kind of see the order flow. Here we have previous week low, and we also have previous week high. Okay, now Monday opens up, consolidate, accumulate here, and then we manipulate higher. So you can see it actually happened to be Wednesday that put in the high, but it was this Tuesday move that done it. So I'll just say Tuesday makes the high, and this is a classic sell week. We sweep previous week high here with SMT, and then we displace lower. Okay, Wednesday displaces lower, Thursday displaces lower. So we reach previous week low here in this gap, and I'm looking for retracement on Friday to close in the range. On the 15-minute, this is that same previous week low. We come in here, this is our dealing range, this is the equilibrium, and I'm looking for price to reach a PD array inside premium of the range, okay, which we did. The 1 minute. Now, this is where you need to be paying attention, okay, because this is where time aspect comes into play. Now, I will show you this as well. If you go back to my journal here, you can see I have a bias and intraday market profiling. So we can see here, this is the type of profiles we're looking for when coming into the day. Now, so I did actually have a classic London protraction move though. 2 to 5, we're looking for price to reach a 15-minute IRL or 60-minute. and we're looking for that to make a low at 2 to 5, and then we're looking for 7 to 10, make a retracement low here into an imbalance, and then we push on higher to make the high of the session at 10 to 12. Okay, so this is the exact profile that we saw today or on Friday. You can see here's that same drawing put out. We swept the previous week low, our ERL, and our drawn liquidity will be the premium IRL up here, which is this level up here. Okay, so you can see where if we go back to the 5-minute, 2 to 5. So midnight is typically here. Let me show you. Midnight is typically the true day open. Okay, true day open, and then we're looking for an open high low close or open low high close. So we're looking for open 2 to 5 makes the low. Let's see. Look, I'll show you now here. Open 2 to 5 makes the low. 7 to 10 makes the retracement. 10 to 12 makes the high. So 2 to 5 makes the low here. We did it like 3:30 or something like that. And then prices accumulates here. We manipulate. 9:30 makes the retracement low. And then 10:30 puts in the high. So I'll show you again on the 1 minute. So you can see here, this is the 8:30 news. It wasn't very big. But here, when we see 7:10 make the retracement low, you can actually look at your economic calendar to see what is most likely to be that retraced low with the volatility in the market. Okay, so you can see 7 to 10, we have 8:30 news on Friday, FOMC. Well, we could expect 8:30 to put in the retrace low, the manipulation lower. Okay, but you can see that move did not happen. 8:30 was not a big move, and what happened was we were just generating buy side liquidity in the form of low resistance liquidity right here, and 9:30 exactly puts in the low. We have SMT. So we have our SMT, and we have our timed low, 9:30, put in the low. Then price pushed higher. Oh, and notice that we didn't actually take London lows here as well. So this is a London protraction still, because 2 to 5 put in the low, 9:30 just made a really deep retracement, but we did not take the low, so it's still London protraction. Then we have our change in steady delivery level right there. You can see price is respecting it perfectly, and we have this 3-minute breaker block right here, where we have a high, a low, and a high. So we mark this out. It's our 3-minute breaker, and price is respecting that really nicely. So you could take a long off that, but typically I wait for macro time to enter. So you can see here, once we take out this low resistance liquidity, we do a small retracement into this BC right here. So this is our buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency right here. Price taps into it, and we make a high at 9:43. And I've noted out here, wrong time. This is a wrong time to make a high. Okay, so I'll show you again. Here we're making a high at 10 to 12. Is that 10 to 12? No. So we know that price will have that high again later down the line. So the standard deviation marked out. So this is the last manipulation leg before we moved higher. We can see that 2 to 5, 2.5. We typically see a bit of pressure around this level, and we can see here on hindsight, price did react a little bit to it, and then we broke through it. And then we look for price to reach its maximum terminus at 4 to 4.5. And if you can see this marks out with our drawn liquidity, which is this level right here. So that was perfect. So we can see we push on higher, wrong time being put in there. This would have been a really good entry. So in this BC right here, right before macro, you can see the macro is marked out with these two lines here. So at about 9:48, price taps into there, and that'd be a good entry. And price goes up, we start forming short-term lows, and then we put in a high at 10, which is marked out here. You can see 10 o'clock puts in the high. Now, this is important. See, 10 puts in the high here, but we're looking for 10 to 12 reach our drawn liquidity, which is up here. So I know that this is not the true high of session, even though we in this 2 to 2.5 level. This is equilibrium of that range. So we still need to first kind of reach there first, and then my actual draw will be up here. So this high causes a little bit of a pullback. We sweep these short-term lows, and then this will form our intermediate term low. Term low with this SMT. Okay. All price did really was on the 15-minute, we retraced into this order block here. So we had an order block here, marked out, price taps into there with SMT. This is another entry point. This is you can scale into your trade here as well. Then we form this inverse gap here. Gap gets inversed, boom, and we form another BISI on top of that. Okay. Now price retests into that in the macro time, and we push on higher again. So what is our drawn liquidity? This 15-minute sell side imbalance. Okay, it's a premium IRL because remember we swept ERL previous week low ERL. We're looking for an IRL in the 15-minute or 60-minute. Okay. Now we rebalance that to equilibrium right here, form another BISI, and there's another entry right there. Push on higher. Once more, forms order block with a BISI right here, and perfect entry right there as well. But this is a bit close to the drawn liquidity. So obviously I didn't take any trades today, as it was low probability day. But you can see what makes the high, guys. So 10 to 12, we're looking for 10 to 12 make high. Look at the high, 1030. So 1030 puts in the high, and right, actually it's specific 1032, but 1030 puts in a higher, and then 1032 comes in and sweeps that high. Then price just goes down, rebalances to an IRL within this discount right here. So we can see this range here. We're in discount in this 2 to 2.5 level here, and we reverse from there. Okay, so that was the trading day. Like I said, I didn't take any trades, but this is how you utilize time and add that to your trading. So you can see ERL move here. 2 to 5 puts in the low of day, and then we push higher. 7 to 10 puts in the retraced low, and specifically it was 9:30 for today. And typically for these days, it's either 8:30, which is a news. If there's red folder news on 8:30, that could see the low being put in. 9:30 could be seen the lows put. 9:30 could be the low put in as well, and 10 if we have red folder news as well. See, that's the reason why these lows are being put in at that time, is because there's a lot of volatility being injected into the market. Okay, so that's what you look for, and I would have expected 8:30 to make the low, but this wasn't a very promising 8:30 candle, so 9:30 puts in the low, and then you can see the timed dynamics into this trade. So, and this was a big move here. If you had caught entries right here, even in this retracement right here, you would have caught a very nice trade here. So, guys, that was the video. Let's get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys in another video. Peace out.